morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, I had a voice for radio. So today, we're going to be talking about Battle Arena decks. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We've had a new Battle Arena deck announced, and it's kind of exciting, but it's actually not that exciting, if I'm perfectly honest with you. We're going to look at what's happening, we're going to look at why it's happening, and we're going to have a little bit of a chat. So, Battle Arena decks, according to PokeBeach.com, we are getting Battle Arena decks on September the 21st, which will be Mega Charizard and Mega Blastoise. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, they're coming, and they're megas. What are Battle Arena decks, I hear you ask? We've had a few of these in the past, and essentially they are built for players getting into the game. You get a couple of fancy cards, and then you get two 60-card decks, so you can actually sit and play. That's right. Now, they used to be a little bit more simple. They've gotten a bit more fancy in recent years. So if we go back, there was an Eviltal versus Xerneas Battle Arena deck, which gave you Xerneas and Eviltal promos. Now, they weren't good, but, you know, it was an X and Y Battle Arena deck, so obviously it was going to feature Pokemon that were the poster children, so to speak, of X and Y, hence Xerneas and Eviltal. And these are very much for newer players. So what you essentially get is two 60-card decks, but they also give you a bunch of trainers, etc. So we also got a Mewtwo versus Darkrai one. Now, this was really good. Now, it was a little bit late in the day, if I'm perfectly honest with you, but you got Mewtwo EX, and you got Darkrai EX. These are legitimately good EX Pokemon cards. Mewtwo absolutely ruled the format for quite a while, and Darkrai won like more than one World Championships. Now, to be fair, by the time these were released, they were a little bit out of date, which is a little bit sad, but other than that, pretty gosh darn nice. We also got one featuring Keldeo and Rayquaza, and alright, Rayquaza was never really the be-all and end-all. I mean, it was a really fun card. I believe a really early video I did was this on PTCGO. I'll try and link it in the description if I can find it. But you use Celestial Roar to discard the top 3 cards of your deck, and if they're energy, you attach them, then you Dragon Burst to do huge damage. I mean, it was the original Guzzlord. It was a complete gimmick deck, but oh my goodness, I enjoyed it. But you also got Keldeo. And Keldeo was really nice because it was one of the best Pokemon in the format. So you buy this Battle Arena deck, and you get Keldeo, and you get Rayquaza. This is really nice. Not to mention, of course, that I believe this is actually where Karen came from. Having said that, the internet's been invented, so I looked it up, and it was indeed where Karen came from, which made it an exceptionally good little deck. And then things kind of knocked up a notch, so to speak. So the Battle Arena deck was Black Kyurem versus White Kyurem, and we actually got 4 EXs. Now, this was possible because Black Kyurem and White Kyurem each got 2 different GXs. So you had one of each Black Kyurem and one of each White Kyurem. So not only did we then knock it up a notch in that respect, but we also got alternate art trainer cards. We got the alternate art version of both Trainer's Mail and Professor Sycamore. Now, remember the ruling with alternate art cards, they don't keep them in the format any longer, but they look cool, and for as long as they're legal, you can use them. And all of a sudden, these Battle Arena decks, now you're getting 4 EXs and you're getting alternate art promos, which means that the alternate art are really good for players that like blinging out their decks, but if you want to learn to play the game, not only can you buy this and it gives you 2 60-card decks, might have said that a couple of times, but you also get 4 EXs. Then you flick forward to Landorus versus Genesect, which again was reported by PokeBeach.com, and it never happened. Now again, not unlike the Mewtwo Darkrai, this one was going to be a little bit late. It was supposed to be coming out on September the 15th, so pretty much a year, within a week, a year before this one is coming out. And you were going to get 2 Landorus and 2 Genesect. Weirdly enough, there were actually 2 Genesect EX to choose from, but rather than going for different EXs, it was just 2 of the Landorus, 2 of the Genesect. And again, these are good EXs, both of which saw a lot of play in their heyday, though had been largely outclassed by the time this would have released. And would you believe it, we were going to be getting an alternate art Professor's Letter and an alternate art Delinquent. And then it got cancelled. According to Pokebeach, the reason for this, very simply, was that there was a deluge of products and TPCI thought they were flooding the market. Now, I've not been able to confirm that story. It sounds credible. There were a lot of things released around about the tail end of last year. So I can't say this is exactly guaranteed what happened, but it certainly sounds like a very sensible suggestion. So this one got cancelled, and it's gone. Now, fine, I suppose. But where's my alternate art Professor's Letter and where's my alternate art Delinquent? Now, you could argue, well, hang on a second, Ross. Both Professor's Letter and Delinquent have rotated, or will rotate September the 1st. So the fact that we haven't got them yet shouldn't be terribly sad. We don't need them. We never need to get them. No, first of all, expanded. Second of all, what about my collection? I like these alternate art cards. Lots of people like these alternate art cards. Boo! So then we flick forward to Mega Charizard, Mega Blastoise. And as always, I have put timestamps in the description, so you can flick around this video as you like. Whether you want to look at the history of Battle Arena decks, the lost Battle Arena deck, or the new Battle Arena deck, you can find where you want to go. Always do make sure you check the description because you can see the timestamps. Most videos, there's a couple worth putting down there. So, we're getting Mega Charizard and Mega Blastoise, and the big question is why? Because other than the exclusive Evil Tal and Xerneas promos, the thing that's different about these is, they were never good. They were never good. And that's what's really, really weird to me. Because we're not celebrating great old cards like we have done in all of the others. The answer, of course, and I'm sure a lot of you have picked up on this already, in November we're getting Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Put simply, Pokemon is at the moment on a bit of a Kanto high. They are loving Kanto, as they should. Everyone loves Kanto. It's a great region. So, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee are set in Kanto with the original 151. Pokemon Quest has just come out for the Nintendo Switch, featuring the original 151. We're on a bit of a Kanto high at the moment. So that's what they're doing. They're releasing this strategically about 2 months before Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee come out. And what they're basically saying is, hey, you remember these Pokemon? Yeah? Yeah? Remember them? Remember how much you like the Kanto region? Oh, did we mention we've got a game coming out? 'Cause we do. Now, this brings me to a couple of important questions to which we don't really have the answers at the moment. Does this mean we're getting 2 Charizard, 2 Mega Charizard, and 2 Blastoise, 2 Mega Blastoise, or are we just getting one of each? My guess is we're getting one of each. According to Pokebeach, they're going to each feature 2 foil copies of its EX card. But of course, you can't just have a Mega without a regular, and these decks are designed to be picked up and played, so you've got to have an EX and a Mega. That really does seem like the sensible one to me. Similarly, Pokebeach are reporting that they're the ones from Generations, but we don't have pictures of the products yet, so I don't want to say for certain they definitely are, although that is sensible. So we don't exactly know exactly what's coming in this. The other big question, and it is a big question that I kind of need to know the answer to, what alternate art trainers are we getting? Because will we get alternate art trainers? And Pokebeach is reporting that we are getting 1 alternate art trainer per pack. So in the White Kyurem and Black Kyurem, we got Trainers Male and Professor Sycamore. In the ill-fated and cancelled Landorus and Genesect, we got Professor Letter and Delinquent. I mean, we didn't, but we should have done. Which ones are coming now? The answer is, I don't really know, ladies and gentlemen. And that makes me a sad wassy. So there we go. I've shown you the history of these Battle Arena decks, I've filled you in on the cancelled one, and we've talked about the new one coming out, and I've told you what we know, which admittedly isn't loads, but we know a little bit. We also know enough to know that this set is probably not for competitive players. It's probably for people walking around in shops. I would always say Toys R Us before, but they're kind of gone. So walking around in, I don't know, Walmart going, hey, mummy, can I have some Pokemon cards? Oh, look, there are some Pokemon cards. So I want to hear from you guys. Are you excited about this? Are you going to buy this? What do you think the alternate art trainer is going to be? Let me know. Go nuts. Be nice. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at @TheWassy, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCGRadio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all of that, head on over to patreon.com/PTCGRadio, where you can do just that. But by far the most important thing, as always, is to look after yourselves until next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.